Hey there, I'm Jarma, a 32-year-old translator living in the heart of New York City. Life's been a wild ride since I left the Czech Republic as a teenager. I've worked my way up, hustling to build a career I'm proud of, translating for bigwigs at the UN and Fortune 500 companies. Babe, have you seen my lucky tie? That's my husband, Michael, calling from the bedroom. He's the sweetest guy, a dedicated elementary school teacher who can wrangle a room full of hyperactive kids, but can never seem to find his own clothes. Check the laundry basket, I shout back, rolling my eyes with a smile. Moments later, Michael pops his head out, grinning. What would I do without you, Jarma? Probably show up to school with mismatched socks, I tease. Our apartment isn't anything fancy, but it's filled with love and laughter, something my brother Victor never really understood. Right on cue, my phone buzzes. It's a text from Victor. Don't forget, baby sis, engagement party this Saturday. Wear something presentable. I groan and show the message to Michael. Can you believe him? Michael sighs. Your brother's a piece of work. Are you sure you want to go? I shrug. He's still family, right? Besides, I've got to meet this Olivia he's marrying. Poor girl probably has no idea what she's getting into. Olivia Prescott. Michael raises an eyebrow. Isn't her family, like, ridiculously rich? Yep, I doubt Victor's marrying for love, I mutter. Victor's always been jealous of my success. Sure, he's got this big-shot finance job, but he's never been satisfied. Every family dinner turns into some competition. Remember last Thanksgiving? Michael says as he adjusts his tie in the mirror. I groan. How could I forget? Of Jarma still playing telephone operator for a living. I mimic Victor's condescending tone. And then he had the nerve to call teachers glorified babysitters. Michael's expression falters for a moment, and I wrap my arms around him. Hey, you're changing lives. Victor wouldn't last 5 minutes in your classroom. Michael smiles and kisses my forehead. Thanks, babe. So what's the game plan for Saturday? I sigh, flopping onto our worn-out couch. Smile, nod, and try not to punch my brother in his smug face. Solid plan, Michael chuckles. Want me to fake food poisoning so we can bail early? I laugh but then pause. Maybe we should give it a real shot, for Mom and Dad's sake, at least. Michael raises an eyebrow. You sure? Last time we tried to keep the peace, Victor accidentally spilled wine all over me. I know, I groan. But he's getting married. Maybe he'll finally grow up. Michael snorts, and maybe pigs will fly. Later, as I lay out our outfits for the engagement party, I can't help but wonder if I'm making a mistake. But family's family, right? Even when they're a pain in the ass. The night of Victor's engagement party finally arrives, and I find myself nervously smoothing down my dress in the mirror of some swanky club bathroom. Michael and I had gone back and forth on whether we should even show up. In the end, we decided to make an appearance, family obligations, and all that. You look beautiful, Michael said as I stepped out of the bathroom. He looked handsome in his suit, though he kept nervously tugging at his collar. Thanks, babe. Ready to face the lion's den? I asked, taking his hand. We made our way through the crowded club, nodding at acquaintances while searching for familiar faces. The place was packed with Victor's finance bros and Olivia's socialite friends. Michael and I stuck out like sore thumbs. There's the happy couple, I muttered, spotting Victor and Olivia holding court near the bar. As we approached, Victor's eyes narrowed slightly. Well, the teacher and the translator decided to grace us with their presence after all. I forced a smile. Wouldn't miss it, brother dear. Congratulations, Olivia. Draped in designer labels, Olivia gave us a once-over. How quaint. Victor, darling, aren't you going to introduce me properly? Victor waved a dismissive hand. My sister, Jarma, and her husband. Mike, was it? Michael, I corrected through gritted teeth. Right. Well, mingle, enjoy yourselves. Open bar and all that, Victor said, already turning away. Michael squeezed my hand. Deep breaths, jar. We just have to make it through tonight. We circulated through the party, making small talk and dodging backhanded compliments. I was just starting to think we might actually survive the evening when I overheard Victor's voice coming from a nearby VIP area. Can you believe my sister actually married that loser? An elementary school teacher. Talk about settling. I froze, my blood turning to ice. Across the room, Michael was chatting with someone, blissfully unaware of what was being said. "Why do you even invite them, man?" one of Victor's friends asked. Victor's laugh was sharp and cruel. "Are you kidding? It's hilarious. Plus, I get to show everyone what a charitable big brother I am, taking care of the family charity case." That was it. Fury burning in my chest, I stormed into the VIP area. "What the hell did you just say about my husband?" Victor's eyes widened briefly before his signature smirk returned. "Eavesdropping, little sister. How rude." "No, what's rude is insulting the people you supposedly care about behind their backs," I snapped. "Oh, come on, can't take a joke." Victor swayed slightly as he stood. "Everyone knows Michael's not good enough for you. Hell, you're barely good enough for this family." The words hit like a slap. "Excuse me?" "You heard me," Victor sneered. "Little Jarma, always trying to prove herself, playing translator while the rest of us do real work. It's pathetic, really." I saw red. "You arrogant, self-centered piece off. Everything okay over here?" Michael's voice cut through the tension. He must have noticed the commotion. Victor's grin turned predatory. "Oh look, it's the glorified babysitter. Tell me, Mike, how does it feel knowing you'll never be able to provide for my sister the way she deserves?" Michael's face fell, and something inside me snapped. "That's it. We're leaving. And you know what? Don't expect us at your wedding. I'm done trying to please you, Victor." I grabbed Michael's hand and started to walk away, but Victor's words followed us. "Running away again, Jarmella? Typical. You were always a disappointment." The drive home was silent, tears streaming down my face as Michael stared blankly out the window. When we finally got to our apartment, the dam broke. "I'm so sorry," I sobbed. "You didn't deserve any of that." Michael pulled me into his arms. "It's not your fault, Jar. Your brother's always been an ass." "I can't believe I kept giving him chances," I said, wiping my eyes. "No more. I'm done with him." Over the next few days, my phone blew up with messages from Victor, each one more manipulative than the last. "Come on, sis. I was drunk. You know I didn't mean it. Mom's heartbroken you're not coming to the wedding. How could you do this to the family? Stop being so dramatic. It was just a joke." I deleted every single one. No more second chances, no more toxic family drama. It was time to put myself and Michael first, no matter what anyone else thought. The fallout from Victor's bachelor party was nuclear. I dreaded making the call to my parents, but I knew I had to stand my ground. As I dialed their number, my stomach churned. "Mom, Dad, I need to talk to you about Victor's wedding." I started, my voice shaking slightly. "Oh, honey, we're so excited." Mom gushed. "Have you picked out your dress yet?" I took a deep breath. "Actually, that's what I need to tell you. Michael and I won't be attending." The silence on the other end was deafening. Then Dad's voice came through, low and angry. "What do you mean you're not attending? He's your brother." I explained what had happened at the bachelor party, my voice growing stronger with each word. But it didn't matter. They weren't listening. "You must have misunderstood," Mom insisted. "Victor would never say such things." "Your brother is under a lot of stress," Dad added. "You need to be more understanding." I hung up, feeling defeated, but Michael's supportive smile reminded me why I was doing this. We were in this together. Over the next few weeks, the family grapevine exploded. Cousins I hadn't spoken to in years suddenly had strong opinions about my life choices. Aunt Marta called to tell me I was being selfish, while Uncle Pavel sent a long-winded email about the importance of family. It wasn't until my cousin Petra reached out that I realized just how bad it had gotten. "Jarma, what's this I hear about you being jealous of Victor's success? And that Michael lost his job?" My blood boiled. Victor had been busy, spreading lies to make himself look better. I set Petra straight, but the damage was done. It felt like the entire family had turned against us. Fine. If that's how they wanted to play it, I'd show them what success really looked like. I threw myself into my work, staying late at the office and taking on extra projects. When a prestigious interpreting position opened up at the UN, I went after it with everything I had. The day I got the offer, I burst into our apartment, waving a letter. "Michael, I got it." He scooped me up into a bear hug, spinning me around. "I knew you would, babe. You're incredible." As I settled into my new role, Michael was making waves of his own. He developed an innovative teaching program that combined music and math, and the kids were eating it up. Suddenly, the school board was taking notice. One night, as we celebrated with takeout and cheap champagne, Michael's phone buzzed. He glanced at it, then did a double take. "Holy, what is it?" I asked, my mouth full of lo mein. He showed me the email. The state education department wanted to implement his program across multiple districts. There was even talk of a grant, maybe even a book deal. "Look at us," I laughed, clinking my plastic cup against his. The loser translator and the glorified babysitter, taking over the world. As Victor's wedding day approached, we packed our bags for a well-deserved vacation. Let them have their drama. We were headed for a week of sun, sand, and not giving a damn about family politics. We were sipping cocktails on the beach when my phone pinged with a text from Petra. "OMG, you won't believe what happened at the wedding." Curiosity got the better of me, so I called her back, and the story came tumbling out. Apparently, Victor had gotten wasted and caused a scene at the reception. He'd ranted about ungrateful sisters and worthless brothers-in-law, airing all the family's dirty laundry in front of Olivia's horrified relatives. "It was a disaster, Jarma," Petra said. Half the family left early, and Olivia looked like she wanted to murder him. I felt a twinge of satisfaction, quickly followed by guilt. I didn't want to be the kind of person who took pleasure in someone else's misfortunes, but I couldn't deny the sense of justice. The story's over, but I want to hear from you. Was I right to cut ties with Victor, or should family always come first, no matter what? Share your thoughts in the comments.